Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Harper and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today in the rain is Harper's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and let go on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You'll be taught how to use that training equipment properly during your follow-up training session. Now he's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Harper, heel. At this point, he has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with his trainer and ultimately with his owner. And each time that you stop walking, he's been taught to sit automatically without being told, to wait for his next command. So if you walk quickly or you change direction, he should be right there with you. And you should continue on practicing this command with him so that when he's an adult, he's still heeling nicely for you. Nice automatic sit. The next exercise that Rich is going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and it can be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. It helps to develop self-control and concentration. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him as additional distraction, returning all the way back around to heel position, and they take off heeling again. So if you're a person who likes to power walk or jog, he will do that. If you like to just walk along at a normal pace, he will do that. He will keep up with you either way, however you want to do it, and you can change it up to keep him focused. Stay. Rich leaves him in another sit-stay. And remember to practice these exercises indoors as well as outdoors. And this time, instead of returning all the way back to him, Rich is going to call him. And this is the come on command. He uses his name, low tone of voice so that you don't get him overly excited. So he comes nicely and sits in front of you instead of charging up and knocking you over backwards. He's done a really good job here at the school. We've been accident-free now for probably close to a week. And I know that you guys are anxious to get him home. Rich is going to leave him again in the sit-stay. And then he's going to use his name. Calls him in and has him sit right in front. And then he goes back to heel position and back sitting. And everything starts and stops at that heel position. He's a really nice boy. He tries hard. You're going to have to really work him a lot around other dogs if you want him to be reasonable on the leash, because he can be dog aggressive. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Now what Rich is correcting him for is sniffing the ground or wanting to pick up a stick. And that's not how we do downs. When Rich returns back to him on this down stay, again, he's going to walk all the way around him. And you can practice this down stay right in the house. Work up to 5-minute long down stays. Because, again, you're trying to develop his self-control and his maturity. Again, Rich is going to use his left hand to give the command to down and stay. And if you're in the house, you don't have to worry about working in the rain or anything like that. You just run through your commands right in your living room. This time, Rich will call him out of that down. Right in front and sits. One thing about German Shepherds is they were made to work. So he's doing a really good job of demonstrating his new skills. And the very last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. So you're going to leave him in a sit-stay. You're going to turn and face him. You're going to use the right hand to give the command and drop him into a down. That was perfectly done. So that's your down from a distance, and you're going to lengthen out your time and your distance with that as well. Now we have demonstrated for you all of Harper's basic on-leash obedience commands. He's come a long way in every aspect. He's a nice boy. We really enjoyed having him, and we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.